Anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call to just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Set, 20. Hey, alert 33.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Steelers take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You. 44. Check, Mike, 57.
Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I got you. Check 3,
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before. Reaching the 25.
11 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Mike. 180. Run. Get that quarterback. Regular.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Hunt. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Easy. 57's Mike. Quarter. We got to get the ball.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey! Alert! These 2. Hey, turn it up!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Hurd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield to throw it. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw, Mayfield being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Ready? Switch.
61, matchbox, white.
77. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the safety creep. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, hey. Quarter. Middle.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Start. Like 30. Easy. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Black, 57 the mic. Cross. 57 the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 49, check 49, check 49. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 24.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Alpha. Watch the run.
Here's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Mike. Here we go. Snickers. Right 80. General West. Check 25. Take both of them. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. No spacing.
Here again is McCammon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They run forward with Hunt, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 35-yard line.
Blue 30. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Snickers, 66. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check 26, check 26. Greystone, Travis.
Now Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
6'6", pull it high. It's our time. It's our time. 50 set, 44, 50 set. Come on. You better bring it. Minus 57.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, he completes it to Hurd. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Browns 14.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2?
Regular. Go.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
57's the mic. Hey, alert. 57's the mic. 57. Watch the flood. Hey, wahoo.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Easy.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, Connor looking for space. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Recovered by Pittsburgh.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Easy, easy. These two. You gotta get these black.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Alert. Hey.
On first and 10 is Connor. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Show that bench release and go. Hey, Haywood.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Shit.
On third down, it's Connor. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Slam.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check it back.
80 weapon.
On second down now, McKinnon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They run once more with McKinnon. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do